Education is central to sustainable development of any society, and this explains why the Delta State Oil Producing Areas Development Commission, Desopadec, has consistently invested in the education of the young ones as leaders of the future. Welcome to the Desopadec Weekly, our award-winning public enlightenment program on activities of Delta State's #1 interventionist agency. It is a super-packed last edition of the year 2024, another empowerment package for this festive season. Joy Oche is my name, and thank you for joining us.
I am John Obukoko Nani, Chairman Desopadec. All oil bearing committees should know that the board of Desopadec is a trustee of the dividends of their oil bearing committee. For any project that will be cited in your area, you own that project. Anything that is done, whether by way of human capital development or project cited in your area, you should make sure it is your own and not the board. The board is just there to implement, to apply those things that belong to you, so you own it as your own. This is a plea that by the time you own it, you will know, yes, you are from the oil producing community.
Delta State Oil Producing Areas Development Commission, Desopadec, is remarkably committed to development of education in the states. The provision of educational infrastructure like school buildings and instructional materials in primary, secondary, and tertiary institutions across Delta states underscored the genuine efforts of Desopadec. Recently, the Commission commenced the distribution of desks and benches to primary and secondary schools in its different mandate areas. The exercise was monitored by the Desopadec Weekly TV crew, which began with schools in Ughelli North local government area, and it is expected to get to other schools in oil-bearing communities. The distribution is aimed at providing adequate and needed sitting chairs for students and pupils in the various schools, making the classroom environment more conducive for learning. Some of the schools which benefited on the first day of the distribution included Ododego Primary School, Ododego, Marere Primary School, Irene, and Odohuri Secondary Commercial School, Odohuri, all in Ughelli North local government area.
We are lacking some benches in the school before Desopadec brought some items to us today. So we are happy. The pupils will be very happy when they will see them. I say thank you very much to Desopadec on behalf of the health teacher. We say we are very grateful from Marere Primary School, Ereni.
I want to use this medium to appreciate our amiable governor, His Excellency Right Honorable Eda Cherry Foboremori, the Honorable Commissioner Desopadec, Honorable Sylvester, for making these school chairs available for our pupils to learn very well. And I want to encourage the youth of the community, and I promise we have security that will take care of these properties for them to last long, for them to enable them to learn well.
From Odore community, the commission proceeded to Orogun Kingdom, reaching out to most of the public primary and secondary schools with desks and chairs. Efe Primary School, Orogun, was the first to receive a set of 50 desks and chairs. Before this intervention by Desopadec, The state of the school furniture was terribly poor, inimical to the growth of education in that community. The Desopadec's gesture brought a sign of relief to the pupils and management of the school, as well as the Orogun community.
What we are seeing now, we are very happy that the government, through its interventionist agency, the Desopadec, is supplying our schools 50 desks and benches to make learning very good for our children. We are happy.
The desks, that is sitting desks, affect the teaching of this school because the pupils, they don't have much seat to sit. Some of them, they just roll on the ground. But since they brought this seat for us, we appreciate. We are very happy. These chairs that they brought to us, we elevate the learning of this school because there are some pupils who don't have a place to sit, but now they have place to sit.
At Orogun Primary School, Orogun, some of the learners waited behind after the usual closing time with the head teacher of the school, Lydia Otredo, to witness the handover of the classroom furniture. Both the learners and the head teacher were excited as the commission arrived to the school premises with truck loaded with the furniture.
Some of the children were sitting on the floor. It was affecting the learning situation because a child cannot sit on the floor and write well. They are not assimilating well. The whole thing becomes a child's play because they think they are on the floor, so no learning can take place properly. Today, I decided to keep the children. I told them that we must wait and we will receive them live. And now they brought them. We are honored. We are happy. We want to say a big thank you to the governor. We want to say a big thank you to the commissioner. We are glad. We are happy. The Desopadec, thank you so much because you have helped us. You have elevated the children here. The learning situation is already elevated. And we are glad. We will make use of this furniture properly. And I promise we will keep them intact.
Igboku Primary School, Igboku Orogun, is another primary school at Orogun that was in a terrible state in terms of classroom furniture. The intervention of the Desopadec would revive the dwindling fortunes of the school.
Igboku Primary School received 50 desks from the Desopadec. Before now, the pupils, they be sitting on the floor, and that has made learning a little bit difficult. And I think with the presence of this chair, it's going to increase their zeal to learn more. As a matter of fact, I want to say they should continue this kind gesture because what they've done today is that they've impacted lives of generational leaders, and they should keep on doing more.
Orogun Grammar School, Orogun, also received its share of classroom furniture.
Some parents have started to remove their children from the school because we have fewer chairs. But now that chairs have been supplied by the governor through the commissioner for the project, I believe the number of students will increase and the condition of learning, instead of sitting on the ground to learn, which is not the idea, now they will not start comfortable to learn. Assimilation will be better. Thank the governor and the commissioner for the Desopadec for their kind gesture.
In another development, the managing director of the Desopadec, Chief Festus Ochonogo, and the management team have officially welcomed the newly appointed executive director of projects, Dr. Ebenezer Okorodudu, as he assumed duties at the Commission's headquarters in Warri, Delta State. Dr. Okorodudu was sworn in on Wednesday, December 4, 2024, by the Governor of Delta State, writes Honorable Sheriff Fuburiwori, following the passing of the former Executive Director of Projects, Chief Talib Tebite. While welcoming Dr. Korodudu to his office, Chief Ochonogo explained the key responsibilities of the Directorate of Projects and expressed confidence in the new EDP. He also emphasized the importance of teamwork in achieving the Commission's objectives. Chief Ochonogo noted that maintaining good relationship between the Desopadec and the oil-producing communities is crucial. He reminded everyone that the Commission was established to address the gaps in infrastructure and human capital development in the mandate areas.
As EDP is very critical directorate as far as the operations of the Commission is concerned, and as old hand too, so I don't have any doubt in your capacity, because we have worked together at the party level several times at the party level, and we're also meeting again at the Commission level. So as we settle, we will get used to the workings of this Commission. We have 6 ethnic nationalities, and we try as much as possible to carry their interests along. So you are welcome to the Commission, and we pray we will work harmoniously to achieve the objective of the Commission, and also make impact at our mandate areas. Because it is important that we get closer to them, because the Commission was actually set up because of them. So as much as possible, we should try to sustain the good relationship with the ethnic nationalities.
In response, Dr. Korodudu thanked the management and staff of the Commission for keeping the vision of the Desopadec's founding fathers alive. He pledged to work diligently to fulfill the responsibilities entrusted to him.
I must thank you, thank the executive directors, and the entire board members, management, and staff of this noble commission for keeping the dreams of the founding fathers alive. This commission has been a very robust interventionist agency, promoting the well-being and interests of the oil-producing states, communities. I'm going to learn the ropes very quickly. I'm here to work. I'm a workaholic, and I'm here to also deliver as a man who delivers on every assignment.
Also present to welcome Dr. Korodudu was the Executive Director of Social Services, Desopadec, Chief Favor Izokumo. Dr. Korodudu later held a meeting with staff of his directorate before touring the various departments and units under his leadership. Earlier, the immediate past Executive Director of Projects of the Desopadec, Olorogun Talib Tebite, was laid to rest on Thursday, October 24, 2024. The emotional ceremony was attended by the Desopadec's top officials, family, and friends, celebrating a life of unwavering kindness, dedication, and impactful contributions to the Commission and the community. The funeral service was held at All Saints Anglican Cathedral in Otoereko and continued at his ancestral home in Okbarulumu, Ughelli South local government area. At the service, Delta State Governor Right Honorable Sheriff Oboriwori encouraged late Tebite's family to always look up to God. He stated that the crowd at the ceremony was an indication of the generosity and selflessness of the deceased.
You can see that the church is filled up because a man who people love. Our gathering today to celebrate the life of truly great man, a great politician, a servant leader, our late brother, Honorable Ologo Talib Aroiso of Paco Tebite. Our hearts are heavy with grief. The late Talib was a long-time political associate, a brother, a true friend. He was a man you could count on, very courageous and driven by the passion to serve. What I want to tell the family, when you look at people, the love they have shown you, the wife and the children, you will know that your husband, your father lived a very good life. We continue to pray for the family and stand by the family.
In a sermon, Archbishop of Bendel Province, Anglican Communion, Most Reverend Cyril O. Odutemo, described late Tebite as one who lived for others, impacting lives as exemplified in his service to God and humanity. He urged Christians to live well and thirst for the ways of the Lord to enable them stand firm on the final day.
Don't wait till your dying bed before you do good. Do it now, because one day you will stand before the Lord. I will also stand before the Lord. Bringing millions to the church will not save you unless you have Jesus and you brought it in righteousness. Some people are being deceived that once you sow, you are saved. Sowing in the church will not save you. My salvation and your salvation depend on Jesus. If we confess him as Lord and Savior and we live in accordance with his command. The only reason I abandon everything and I fix today for this man is the works he has done. If the church gather, he will be there. Whatever we are doing, he will be there. 2 people met me yesterday and told me that the death of Talib seems to be the end of their journey. One said Talib had been feeding him for the past 3 years. Another one said he promised to give him a job. But when we fail, God is faithful. The Lord will not abandon you people. The exit of Talib means that God has taken up a responsibility in your family. What you cannot do for yourself, the Lord will do for you.
Present at the event were the chairman, the Desopadec board, Chief Jan Obukowo Nani, Managing Director, the Desopadec, Chief Festus Ochonogo, Executive Directors, other Desopadec board members, and staff of Desopadec, as well as dignitaries. The funeral rites had earlier witnessed a night of tribute at the Delta State capital, Asaba. Chairman of the Desopadec Governing Board, Chief John Nani, while speaking with the Desopadec Weekly TV, described Tebite as a compassionate leader whose tender hands were full of kindness. Chief John Nani emphasized Tebite's selflessness, noting that he gave not from abundance, but from what he had, always striving to bring satisfaction to others.
Well, he came, he was the executive director of projects. He did well in his official capacity, but as a person, I see him as a man whose tender hands are full of kindness. He has a very slim hands because he was giving out, not of abundance, but within the little he has. He belied himself to see the satisfactions of others. What I am leaving for the family, that Talib has lived a good life. They should do something. They should live a life that is a resemblance of what Talib lived.
The Managing Director, the Desopadec, Chief Festus Ochonogo, also commended Tebite's dedication to peace and stability within the Commission. Chief Festus Ochonogo expressed sadness over Tebite's demise, acknowledging his exceptional approach, charitable nature, and commitment to teamwork.
He did a lot to ensure that there was stability in the commission, and that is that was very critical because without peace, tranquility, and stability, you can't achieve much. So he was involved in troubleshooting, he was involved in peace building, and he was also involved in initiating programs that will impact on the mandate area. So he did a lot, but it's just that we cannot question God. He's gone, but we are going to miss him greatly because of his approach, because of his charity, and because of working as a team player.
The Executive Director of Finance and Administration, Desopadec, Chief Ogenekome Okpobo, highlighted Tebete's role in simplifying complex tasks, reflecting on how Tebete's vast knowledge influenced recent achievements within Desopadec. Chief Ogenekome said he will be remembered for his exceptional competence.
Well, I will comfortably say that Ali hit a milestone while he was alive. It made things very easy for every one of us, most especially when we hold our management meetings. His contributions is something we are all going to miss. And the fact that he has a lot of wisdom, he was able to bring in one or two things that helped us to hit the milestone that I just talked about. His generosity, his kindness, his good heart. In fact, we all miss him.
Now, this building the Desopadec gave to us, really appreciate them because now there will be enough space and chairs for them to free themselves. Whereas the students can be able to function when in school, then the teachers too. Because without a conducive environment, the teachers won't be able to bring out their best on the students. So we really appreciate the Desopadec.
May the soul of the late Talib Tebete find rest in the bosom of the Lord. It is on that solemn note that we conclude this edition of the Desopadec Weekly for the year 2024. We want to thank you so much for being a part of the Desopadec Weekly in this year 2024. Let's do it again next time, next year in 2025. Thank you so much for being with us. But until we come back in 2025, we would like to hear from you, all your questions, contributions, and suggestions on how we will continue to work together as a team to make Delta State great with His Excellency, the Governor of Delta State. You can send on our social media handles on your television screen. On behalf of the entire crew, I am Joy Uche, wishing you a super blessed and prosperous 2025. We will see you next year. Happy New Year.